Welcome to Timothy's Austin Conversation. Welcome to the Tiniest Bar in Texas. I'm here with Chase Godwin.
How's it going?
He is the general manager here of the bar, and he's going to show us around this tiny bar we got.
Yeah, welcome.
Let's go.
So right here we've got our old Sailor Jerry mural. Actually, Sailor Jerry put this up, and we've been serving their rum ever since. Can't get rid of it when they're on the side of our building.
Fair enough.
Right around here we got the front of the building. Little side exit right here. We'll go up the ramp though.
Good deal.
After you.
All right.
It's the legendary entrance to the tiniest bar in Texas. Right here, you can see this is pretty much everything. Hey, have a good one. So this is where most of our seating is, under the tent and the safety away from the rain. We do have a lot more than just this, but this is where everybody, we call it the VIP section. This is where everybody hangs out.
Cool. And then, so inside, that's actually the bar, right?
Yeah. So inside, I'll show you where the tiniest bar actually is. What's up, everybody? All right, you're in it. This is the tiniest bar in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah. There.
You can see it all in one glance, pretty much.
Oh yeah, see everything in one spot. So this actually is the original tiniest bar in Texas. When it first opened up a little over 15 years ago, this is there was two bar seats right here, and we had a one other table right over here with this where we now have a beer kegerator.
So that was it. So you had two bar stools and
3 seats at the table too, and that was it. Yeah. I think they quickly realized, with the popularity of it, that they had to expand. So that's when the deck was added on a little later, so that there would be more space for seating.
And when did this open, you said?
It was, so we're going on our 16th year, so it was, let's see, 2011, I think, right around then.
Gotcha, so 15 years or so.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry, no, my math is wrong. 2009, 2008, 09, or something like that, so.
All right. And then back there, I see some more. Is that a part of the bar as well?
Yeah, if you want to go downstairs, we can show you what's downstairs as well.
Let's go past the regulars here.
Yeah.
And see what we got. So is this part that we're in here, is this originally a part of the bar?
So this was originally part of the bar. Fun fact, it actually used to be a car lot. They used to sell cars and exotic cars in this very small space, and then it turned into a bar. So this all originally, it was just the building up there, and then they just had all this land down here. And then eventually the food trucks came on. The stage was, I believe the stage was original. They used to have big shows here, big concerts. This was all full with just standing room people watching shows. That was before any of the condos that you see around were up. So. And then
they finished this out?
Yep, finished it out, and they got the food trucks. They were still at a peak time. They had 3 food trucks out here. They'd have live shows. They'd have the full bar going. It was really popping back in the day when we were allowed to be a little louder. I'll say.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I think that does it. It is a small bar, so it didn't take long to walk around. We'll sit down and talk a little bit more about the history. Great, so we're sitting down here. I'm here with Chase again.
How's it going? Welcome back.
We're on the corner of 5th and Bowie, right behind the Whole Foods there. It's right where this bar is located. And tell me, how'd you get involved with the bar?
So it was right after COVID. I was actually working at another restaurant. I was a bar manager, and I just had one of my friends was running this place, and he made a post out there looking for people to come bartend, and it was right in the middle of COVID, so bartending and managing the last bar got really difficult. A lot of places closed down, so everybody's world was rocked. I actually I was delivering pizzas for a little bit, and I was like, man, I got to get back into the bar. So I saw his post, and I ended up coming over here to work with him. He was even hesitant to hire me at first because he didn't want to hire friends. And
fair enough.
Yeah, and ended up managing with him. We ran this place together for a little while. And it was right after COVID, so this place shut down completely during COVID. We weren't even allowed to open because we were just a bar. And then as soon as COVID hit, the owners who originally lived out here moved to Hawaii. So
Very nice.
They lived in Hawaii but wanted the bar to keep running.
Okay.
So they they brought him on to run the bar, and then I came on and was bartending for him. We had a good staff, and it was essentially like starting a whole new bar, reopening from the ground up. We had very little, funding to go off of because we were closed for so long, and it's just been, us building the bar back up ever since COVID. So
wow. Okay. So you've been here since
COVID.
Since COVID.
Yeah, I've been here about 3.5 years now.
Okay. So. And then have to ask, how many people do y'all have on staff?
Currently, we have a full staff including myself, 6 people.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. 1 manager, 5 bartenders.
Tight knit.
Yeah, tight knit. Yeah.
Cool. And what do we have here on the table today?
I've made you a couple of our drinks. We've got the Tipsy Palmer, which is Deep Eddy lemon flavored vodka and tea. And then we have the Cherry Limeade, which is Deep Eddy lime vodka. It's got lemon lime soda and grenadine, which is just cherry juice, basically.
Okay.
And then my personal favorite is called the Creamy Dream. It's basically an orange dreamsicle. It's vanilla vodka, orange juice, and lemon lime soda.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, really, really good. Feel free to dive in.
Okay.
Try some of these out. I actually came up with these two myself, not to brag.
There you go.
Yeah, they are pretty popular. 2 popular drinks on the menu. And then this is just one of our basic cocktails that everybody loves. So, yeah.
And so do y'all have a list of these? Like
we do, yeah. We've got a really good drink menu. All of the bartenders have input on that, so we like to serve what we like. If it's something that the bartenders come up with, and I know they work with alcohol regularly, so I know they can make it taste good. And they also, all of us drink a little bit. So, we know it's good. So it's all inspired by the bartenders.
Well, that's great that the management and owners allow that.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're on the ground. They know really what's going on a day-to-day basis. They know what people are going to want, and I think that's really important especially in management to really trust your staff.
Yeah, definitely. Are the owners the original owners?
They're the original owners. Yeah.
Wow.
They started this place as it was a car dealership. So they sold exotic cars here. There used to be a car dealership just across the way too. So if you didn't find what you were looking for over there, you'd come over here. And then eventually, it wasn't great, having a car dealership in the middle of downtown Austin. So they had a long lease on the property from the owner.
Oh, so the owners own the car dealership as well?
No. The owners owned the land and they
leased it to the car dealership.
Yes, yeah. So they leased it to the owner, Jason Supt, and he had the car dealership. And then him and I guess it was his partner, his friend, and they were, after the car dealership closed down, they were trying to think of what to do with the property, and then they were just sitting inside of the building, which used to be the office for the car dealership, and they were like, man, what are we going to do? What's next? What's going to come next for this property? What can we do here? They're just chilling and drinking, and one of them said, well, we always did throw a good party, so they decided to turn it into a bar, see how that went, and 15 years later, here we are.
It's working.
So, yeah, it's working. It's working.
Cool. And this is the tiniest bar in Texas, right?
It is. It's technically just the building upstairs that it was named for, and then everything got added on. It was actually named because they couldn't think of a name for the longest time. They couldn't come up with what to call the bar, and there used to be a big marquee, where we put the lettering on it. And one of them just threw up there, come to the tiniest bar in Texas, because it was such a small bar. And then the name just stuck, and they just started calling it the tiniest
that's
bar
great.
in Texas. Yeah.
I love it. So it's just kind of like a little impromptu, stumbled upon it business venture.
Exactly, yeah. And it's held up, so.
That's great. Would you say the people that come here, is it the same crowd almost every night, or you get like tourists?
So that's an interesting question, because we get a little bit of everybody. So as you can see, we got the condos all around. So a big portion of our business is you have people in condos, and these places aren't cheap to live. So we have a very wealthy customer base as one part of it. But then you also have the service industry workers around here who work at all the restaurants who come. And people who work at Whole Foods come over here, and then so it's just a very diverse crowd. We've got people that you really wouldn't see interacting on a normal basis, but this neighborhood bar is the neighborhood bar for all of them, so they all come here. And I mean,
that's great.
People from all different classes and everything are drinking here. So.
I like it. Talk to me a little bit about the food trucks you got out here. There's 2, right?
Yeah. So we have Super Burrito. Super Burrito is interesting because they've been around Austin for a long time. They used to have a standalone restaurant location, and then they eventually went and opted just for the food truck, and they've been here since well before I've been here. Great burritos, great breakfast tacos. They're definitely a staple here at the
breakfast
the Tiny
tacos.
Bar. Oh yeah, all day too.
Really?
All day breakfast tacos.
What's your favorite breakfast taco?
Ooh, I go classic. So I go just bacon, egg, and cheese.
Like it.
Sometimes potato if I'm feeling like a wild man that day. And then over here we've got Austin's Habibi. So they make really good Mediterranean food, gyros, wraps. They got some good plates, fried cheese sticks, egg rolls. I mean, everything, you know. And they make everything fresh, you know. The smell out here when they're cooking earlier in the day for everything. Oh,
Getting it ready.
so good, so good.
How'd y'all get paired up with them?
So they just rent space from us.
They approached y'all?
Yeah, so I believe they approached us about it, or I've only been here 3.5 years, and they've been here since then. But I believe before that, they either approached us or the owner reached out to them. But
Gotcha.
we're really lucky to have these guys. They do a lot of good business for us. So.
And a little bit about you. Are you from Austin?
I'm from a town called the Woodlands.
Okay.
Actually, just north Houston.
Yeah.
And I was born and raised there. Came out here about 11 years ago or so, and I've just been bartending, bar managing since.
What brought you here?
The music scene and I wanted to be a musician really bad or get into making movies. So it was a better place I felt than North Houston to do it. So.
Okay. Oh, cool. So you moved here?
Yeah.
Figured it out?
Yeah.
I like it. What part of the city you live in?
I actually just recently moved to Kyle, Texas, which is about 45 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
Quite a drive. But just a little change of scenery, you know. I feel like I've lived and worked in Austin for, I mean, who knows how, 11 years, like I said. So it's nice to have a little bit of a quieter town now to go to.
Definitely. When you were living here, were you here in downtown or?
I still lived in South Austin, so I've always been kind of south, but I've always kind of worked central and downtown areas.
Okay, so what do you think is your favorite hidden local spot that you could send a tourist to?
Oh, Tiniest Bar in Texas, hands down, easy.
Well, fair enough.
Okay, yeah. My favorite spot, though, that I really like is a place called the Bee's Knees. It's just a few blocks away from us. They're right next to, I believe they own the same bar, the Cat's Pajamas. So it's the Bee's Knees and the Cat's Pajamas.
Okay.
And the Bee's Knees is real cool. They just got a real nice, like, 70s theme going for them. Really good cocktails. So that's my favorite place to go.
Okay.
Other than the Tiniest Bar in Texas.
All right, cool. I really like this one. What was this one called again?
That one's called the Creamy Dream.
The Creamy Dream.
Yeah, it's an orange dreamsicle cocktail. It's pretty tasty.
I like it.
We were gonna get rid of it for the winter because we've got some winter cocktails coming on, but it's just so good. They just keep it on. They just keep drinking it. So we got to keep it on the menu.
Yeah, and then we were talking about it earlier about how you're studying for podcasting.
Oh yeah. So I'm, in addition to being the GM here, I'm actually going to school for radio, television, and film. Podcasting is included in that.
Okay,
so,
it's not the main thing.
It's an aspect. You got to learn all types of mass media. So it's a big portion, and it's a little bit newer. So I think they just haven't really included it in the name of the degree, but it's a huge part of it. So
okay, yeah, I guess podcasting is a
well, I guess it'd be in the radio, but it's also video, so it's
combines both elements.
Yes, it combines the best parts.
And what do you want to do with that?
I want to make movies mainly. I think just all sources of media are great. I like podcasting. Generally, just all frames of social media and video media are what I want to be a part of. But if I had to boil it down, make movies.
Make movies?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind?
What kind do I not want to make? Just
really
any kind of movie you can imagine. I love movies. I've always been passionate about movies, and just kind of I never really thought I could get into the industry. And then I decided to go back to school for it. And
okay, here at the Tiny Bar, I can hear the locals getting a little rowdy.
Oh yeah, I heard them up there.
I like it. Do y'all do any special events? Well, obviously you got a stage over there, so I imagine you have live music.
That would be, I wish that I could tell you that the answer was yes. Unfortunately, whenever the condos in the area started going up and people started living very close by, we were not able to be as loud and have the same sound permits that we used to. So we do have to keep it below a certain volume out here. We're working, trying to see if there's anything we could do to have specific hours to do live music again. Right now we do stand-up comedy, which is a little bit quieter.
Yeah.
So we're working with it.
It's a little quieter.
Yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays we actually have stand-up comedy on our stage.
That's
and
great.
It's been a great spot. There's
Yeah.
been a couple people who've got some good gigs starting out here. So it's real fun to come watch the guys do comedy. Right now we've got some markets in the works where you can come in on a Sunday and we'll have like tables set up with little vendors.
Oh, like a mini flea market.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
And then we do. We're working on getting music bingo, trivia. We've got some stuff we really want to get going in this coming spring season. So.
You got a great space here. If someone wanted to reserve it, could they?
Yeah, we do. We haven't had it in a while, but technically we would be able to accommodate that
Yeah,
if
so
somebody
like
wanted to.
company party or something like that. Cool, yeah, because you got a cool spot out here to come hang out.
Yeah.
Maybe catch some comedy.
I caught one of our regulars walking by. They say,
Oh, yeah?
So you know everybody working around here.
That's
you know,
great.
Everybody. So
That's a great community. How long did it take for you to like assimilate into that?
man, they just sucked me in real quick. I mean, after a good 2 or 3 months out of working out here, you know, everybody just feels like family. We constantly just running into people in the area. You know, Austin's such a big, populous city, so it's just so strange to walk around and everywhere you go, almost you run into somebody that you know from the bar or one of your regulars. So
Yeah, I always tell people Austin is the biggest small town.
that's what I hear.
Yeah.
There's some truth to that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you want to point out about the bar? I mean, this is really cool, being the tiniest bar in Texas.
Yeah.
Any hidden secrets about it? Y'all have any like hidden rooms or something?
Hidden rooms. Well, if it was a hidden room, I couldn't tell you. So
Fair enough.
Be on the lookout for it.
Okay.
But no, we don't. We do have a little storage room on our stage where we keep some stuff. But no hidden rooms. You know, the dream is to eventually, you know, have maybe a second bar out here, and the owners, you know, work real closely with me on what we can do to just make this place more fun, like it used to be without the music that we're not allowed to have. You know, one day we'll get there and hopefully we'll be able to have the live music again. But for right now, this is just a great bar to hang out at. If I didn't work here, I'd be up here every week.
Hanging
you know?
out, yeah.
It's such a good spot. Such a real family, a family friend. I don't want to say family friendly because it is a bar, but it's a family, close knit. You know, everybody knows everybody here. So
Love it. I love it. You kind of hinted at future stuff.
Yeah.
With a bar, possibly putting a bar out here. Is there anything else y'all have in the works? Maybe a second location? Or
we'd love to have. I don't think we could call it the tiniest bar in Texas unless we made it smaller, even tinier bar maybe. That would be cool. That would be a great thing. There's nothing on the books for right now, but you know that would definitely be an awesome thing to have eventually. So
you could have the second tiniest bar.
second tiniest bar. Yeah, maybe in different states. You know, the tiniest bar. And I know there's a tiniest bar in the Florida Keys. We hear about that one a lot.
Okay.
But you know, I don't think I've heard of any other states having tiny bars. So.
Do you know what the largest bar in Texas is?
The largest bar in Texas? That's a good. We should know that. We should probably know that as
have both ends of the spectrum there.
The largest bar in Texas. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that one up. It's got to be in. It's got to be somewhere around here. Maybe in Austin. Maybe Houston.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. I'll think about that. Well, Chase, I appreciate you sitting down with us. That was great. Tiniest bar. It's tiny, and he's right about the people here. We walked in. They were already talking to us, loving on us already. So y'all come down, come check him out, come check out some of the drinks he's made or created, and come hang out. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for joining us. Please remember to follow and review.